Welcome to Genius Brainbox.
What is the technical term for the positive end of a battery or cell? Cathode, anode, terminal. What is the chemical often found inside a dry cell? Sulfuric acid, ammonium, chloride, graphite. What metal is commonly used for the filament in heating appliances? Copper, zinc, nichrome. What does AC stand for in the context of electricity? Alternating current appliance circuit, advanced conductivity. What safety mark should you look for on electrical appliances? CEISI FCC. In a parallel circuit, if one bulb burns out, what happens to the others? They get brighter. They also burn out. They continue to function as normal. Which symbol represents a battery in a circuit diagram? Circle with a plus and minus sign. Two parallel lines, one shorter than the other, a zigzag line. What's the primary difference between series and parallel connections? Series connections increase voltage. Parallel connections increase current. Series connections are safer. Parallel connections are more efficient. Series connections are used in homes. Parallel connections are used in cars. What do you need to make a simple cell besides bottles, wires, and sulfuric acid? Copper and zinc strips, a fuse, an LED. In a series circuit, the current flowing through each component is the same. True, false? Your flashlight isn't working. What's the most likely cause? The filament in the bulb is broken. The fuse has blown. The batteries are dead. Why are wires in electrical circuits usually not hot to the touch? They are made of special materials that don't conduct heat. They are designed to carry low current to minimize heating. The electricity moves too quickly for heat to build up. What's the main reason to use CFLs instead of incandescent bulbs? CFLs last longer. CFLs are safer. CFLs are more energy efficient. How many watts are in 1 kilowatt? 10, 100, 1000. If an appliance uses 500 watts of power for 2 hours, how many kilowatt hours, kWh, of electricity does it consume? 10.25, 250. When you connect more bulbs in parallel, what happens to the overall resistance of the circuit? It increases? It decreases? It stays the same? You have a 60-watt bulb and a 100-watt bulb. Which will draw more current when connected to the same power source? The 60-watt bulb. The 100-watt bulb, they will draw the same amount of current. Incandescent bulbs produce heat. This represents the efficient conversion of electrical energy to light energy. Wasted energy, as the primary goal is to produce light. A necessary byproduct of the energy transformation process. What does a fuse rated for 5 amps mean? The fuse will allow a maximum of 5 amps of current to flow through it before breaking. The fuse requires 5 amps of current to function properly. The fuse is designed to be used in appliances that consume 5 amps of power. You notice electrical wiring gets warm. This could indicate the wires are too thin for the amount of current they are carrying. The appliances in that part of the house are very energy efficient. This is normal, and there is no cause for concern. A heater is rated at 2000 watts. If it runs for 3 hours, how many kilowatt hours, kWh, of electricity does it use? 0.67 kW 6 kWh 6000 kWh. A 9-volt battery is connected to a circuit with 3 bulbs in series. How many volts does each bulb receive? 9 volts, 27 volts, 3 volts. An appliance, 1500W, is plugged into a 120V household outlet. How many amps does it draw? 0.08 amps, 12.5 amps, 180,000 amps. A circuit has 20 ohms of resistance powered by a 10V battery. How much current flows? 200 amps, 0.5 amps, 2 amps. Why is it dangerous to touch electrical appliances with wet hands? Water is a good conductor of electricity, increasing the risk of shock. Water can short-circuit the appliance, causing a fire. Electrical appliances release toxins when wet. You notice a frayed wire on an electrical appliance in your home. What should you do? Continue using it. The outer covering doesn't affect function. Wrap the frayed area with electrical tape. Unplug the appliance and replace the cord, or have it repaired. Which is a safer practice when dealing with electricity? Working on electrical wiring with the power turned on. Standing on a wet floor while handling electrical appliances. Using a dry, non-conductive tool to handle electrical components. During a power outage, it's safest to rely on which for temporary lighting? Candles, a gas-powered generator, battery-powered flashlights. An MCB trips in your house. What's the most likely reason you've been using too many appliances at once or there's a faulty appliance wiring? There's a power surge, the MCB itself is malfunctioning. A heater draws more current than a lamp on the same circuit. Why? The heater has a lower resistance, allowing more current to flow. The heater has a higher voltage, causing it to draw more current. The heater is designed to intentionally use more electricity than the lamp. You build a circuit, battery, switch, wire. No current flows when the switch is closed. Why? The wire has a break in it, creating an open circuit. The battery is installed backward. The wire has too much resistance. Replacing an incandescent with an LED bulb, same brightness, affects the bill. How? Bill increases. LEDs consume more electricity. Bill decreases. LEDs are far more efficient. The bill will stay the same, only the bulb's brightness affects consumption. Why conserve electricity even if you can afford it? Generating electricity often uses non-renewable resources, and reducing demand helps avoid blackouts, brownouts. Electricity is dangerous, so using less is always better. Electricity companies give discounts to those who conserve. Besides light bulbs, what household devices use the heating effect of current? Television and computer washing machine and refrigerator, toaster and electric stove. Heater draws more current than a lamp. Why? Heater has lower resistance. Heater has higher voltage, designed that way. Circuit. No current flows. Why? Wire has a break. Battery backward. Wire has too much resistance. LED versus incandescent. Same brightness. Impact on bill. Increases. LEDs use more. Decreases. LEDs are efficient. Stays the same. Why conserve electricity if affordable? Non-renewables used reduces blackouts, both A and B. Besides bulbs, what uses the heating effect of current? TV, computer washer, fridge, toaster stove. Why is it dangerous to touch appliances with wet hands? Water conducts electricity. Water shorts appliances release toxins. Frayed wire on appliance, what to do? Keep using wrap with tape unplug. Replace cord. Safer practice with electricity? Work with the power on stand on wet floor. Use dry, non-conductive tool. Power outage, safest temporary lighting? Candles, gas generator, battery flashlights. MCB trips, most likely reason. Too many appliances, faulty wiring, appliance, both A and B heater, 2000 W, for 3 hours. How many kWh? 0.67, kWh, 6 kWh, 6000 kWh. "9V battery, 3 bulbs in series. How many volts per bulb? 9 volts, 27 volts, 3 volts. Appliance, 1500 W on 120V outlet. How many amps? 0.08 amps, 12.5 amps, 180,000 amps. "20 ohm circuit, 10V battery. How much current? 200 amps, 0.5 amps, 2 amps.
Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.